since we started using Monday.com. I'm almost certain it's important.
Like, bro. Testing. Okay, no. Now the audio is working. Yay! Good evening, all, and welcome to the stream. Oh no, there is still microphone issues. Okay, let's turn you up. Oh, we'll try 125% for the microphone. I don't want to blast everyone out too much, but that should be better. And then headphones, we'll do 30%. I don't have any sound effects, so we're good there. But now everyone should be able to hear me on the stream. Good evening. Welcome to Friday. We've made it to the end of the week. If you are in some place that's potentially going to get hit by the snowstorms, I hope that you and your family are safe. If you are not a part of that area and you are having nice weather, I hope that you get to enjoy your weekend as well. So what we're doing tonight is basically going through and taking inventory because I feel like a lot of stuff's happened in the week, online and offline. There's some stuff I've been doing in the background that you all are aware of, and some things that I don't even know exactly what I did. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and sign into my Otter account. Let's try to recap our week on stream at least. So Monday and Tuesday, I believe, we reviewed the Canva course, and something I need to do from that is download the YouTube videos. I think you can do that. If I can't do that, I have the recordings. I'm going to transcribe those. I'm putting this as a bullet mark. I need to transcribe them. And see what notes I have. I would sit here and try to do that on here, but I think that might just drag my computer down way too much. Trying to live stream and review files. Wednesday. What do we do Wednesday? I don't remember what we did Wednesday. To find out what happened Wednesday. I know Thursday we read Reddit stories because I was a little groggy. I still think that there are lessons to be learned from all that. So I'm happy to have done it, and I now know what I want to do. I definitely want to research them more before I start talking on camera for that stuff. So that when I come on here, I'm not just giving random opinions and thoughts at the time, they're actually based on information. So I learned that I kind of want to keep Reddit Story Thursday. I want to keep that. And then today is Reflection Friday. So, what did I learn new this week? I learned about Streamlab or Stream Element live support. And that I can actually, I did not bring my water in here. That I can actually set this up to be two different I can set this up to be two different ways. So I can have a vertical stream and a horizontal stream which I think in the long run will be able to help us out a lot between all of the different platforms. So TikTok, you guys can actually, I just realized you all are looking at yourselves. There is no one chatting, but you all are reading. I just want to keep the lo-fi off for now because I feel like it will overtake my voice. I don't think that I talk too loud, but it could be distracting. So for now, it's being turned off. Something I did not talk about was the fact that I read some Reddit stories while I was at the gym on, it says the 22nd. That was Thursday morning. I was in a mood for Reddit that day, but it was able to give me information about my outline on how I want to handle stakeholders. Stakeholders are basically, in my line, small businesses and artists and the people that I want to work with. So I'll be able to get that process online. What did I not accomplish? Well, my business coach said I needed to start a schedule for social media. I did listen to, as a side note, during one of my drives, which driving, it's a good time to listen to stuff like a podcast, but it's also a bad time for me to listen to stuff as a podcast because there's so much happening. Let me go to my history. I'm debating on if I need to remove that information. Yeah, content creation for strategic business growth. I did go ahead and finish this one, as you can tell. And build your brand with podcasting is what I want to listen to next. Do I remember, where did I put the feedback as she was presenting? Was I using Otter? No, I did not. Mm, nope, I did not. So where did I put the notes from this? Is it in my Notion page? That's the other thing too. I need to structure more. Notion.com. I think that's where this is. I'm going to move this to a side just so I can get logged in. Okay, strategic business. From that content creation strategic growth business by Leah. And I remember now, this is what we had to start doing, or we were doing on Wednesday. You'll remember sharing this link so we all can see my plan together. For now, I'm going to talk about spelling issues. Compliance. Valuable. So what I determined basically was, for the content creation strategy, I want to educate my audience on web strategy and accessibility, empower individuals to work on their website for your needs and wants. And I was going to do this through a blog, ADA compliance, and talk about ARIA. Explain customer experience and why they are important for product and service businesses. What type of content will your target audience find valuable? I figured you all probably don't have the time to sit here and just listen to someone gab for an hour. So definitely at most 20 minutes. If it's over 20 minutes, I feel like it's just too long. I want it to be educational and entertaining. Were there any other questions that she asked during this presentation? Oh, she goes more into content calendars and she did provide pillars. So let's go ahead and split the screen. We'll finish this out actually. That's a good thing to do tonight. Understand your target market audience. I did all that. I would say active list. I just realized I was on mute this whole time. Sorry, y'all. Hello, Oakland. Welcome to the stream. So, active listening. And I will say that is a skill that's different for everybody. Acknowledging what was said and you struggle to get to. That's where I say my degree in sociology can help me a lot because I can sit there, I can empathize with people and acknowledge their struggles and understand if you're sitting here trying to start a small business, you didn't just randomly wake up one day and say, "Hey, I want to start a small business." Now, some people might have. Not gonna act like that doesn't happen. But most people, you had to go something in life to make the decision, to make the change. Because being your own boss or wanting to create a silk product, wanting to create a process, create a system to solve a problem that's been presented to you, and then to make a profit or go into a nonprofit to help people. Both of those avenues, you had to have something that ignited your spark and made you want to do that. Okay. Educational. I could do some how-to tutorials. How to tutorials and helpful content. I feel like the Reddit stories serve that purpose. Because Now, the way that I did it last night would not. Um, but Reddit stories where it's like, hey, I need help. Hey, I need this. Specifically, it also too can help us learn together and become experts in basic setups of websites to ensure SEO. For example, last night I know I told you all that I was going to bookmark, and I did bookmark. That's AppSumo. That's not what I thought I did. I think, I don't know what that is. That's a POS system. I don't know why all my bookmarks aren't showing. Anyhoozle. But bookmarks, yeah, the page speed insight, for example. We could go through this first and talk about it. So that could be a full tutorial to verify and see how it's happening. And that guy's Reddit tips. Oh, I probably need to separate this. Reddit stories, this. You all probably aren't going to know how to do necessarily all this on Notion, but I'm just building the repository as I go. That is something that, like, if someone wants a tutorial on how to use Notion, I can do that as well. I think some of the tutorials that are out here are a little bit more complex than most people expect it to be, but it's literally dash, what do you want to do? I want to create a page so I can have an inventory for Reddit stories. I can sit here and create a database, which I'm going to do because that's what my brain wants it to do. I'm going to do the full inline one. I like that one. And this could be the January. Yeah, I'm going to do. Up here, you can edit the column that's in. So let's do. Reddit. I don't want to actually organize it by Reddit story. I do want to change the property hello. I would rather have a date first. Thank you. For the way that I'm using it. And you can see you can slide it around. So date. This is yesterday. The page is Reddit reads and learns. Click on this and it'll open up the new tab, and we can go ahead and paste in ways to check website speeds and validate how well the website is currently working. I'm going to insert the page by just copy and pasting it in. I'll just do the URL. And let's go back to that Reddit story potentially. It was the one with the Ferrari. There's probably more of them that have popped on here since then. Oh, I remember. I had to come on here. I had to do that. And I had to do website. It may be easier I'm going to open this up in the side just because, not that I'm scared of showing you all my history, but I'm wondering if there's anything with my geographical location, which I'd rather not have to deal with. Do, do, do. Enjoy the sound of YouTube while I look into this further. Um, we'll go back to that fantasy scape that I was playing. Oh, actually, this one. And there's probably going to be a commercial. Yeah, but don't worry, you all won't hear it. Oh no, absolutely not. We'll do the Pokemon Chill playlist. Okay, I'll be back. Ha! I moved fast. Slash, this was just yesterday, so it was relatively easy to find this Reddit thread. And what I'm also going to do is copy this and paste this into the channel so I can find that at a different date, at a later date if I need to. And I'll even put live stream link. I'll embed the video on here. Deal for Squarespace. Where was he? He, she, they. They were here. There they are. Because they were very informational. Substantial mind. Oh, I want to make it small enough so I can get his their credit in. I don't know the gender of this person. Okay, and we'll do this for the screenshot. And we'll add this into here. Because they had a whole section. And also I remember too, there was someone else in here. Because this is just me spiraling. Well, not spiraling, but having a side quest moment. Because we basically recapped everything that I've done this week. And I will get into social media. In order to get into social media, I have to do this as well. Which is why I can go off track so badly. I thought there was a cool guy we saw their portfolio as well. Okay, another pause. Okay, I found it. And while I have it up, I'm going to go ahead and drag this web design screen. Because I want to see The Cool Moon website looks amazing, by the way. I'm just curious. Yeah, I remember I looked up how mine did versus no one else's. So I wanted to see. Core website assessment failed. Oh no. The URL origin. Let's blow this up a little bit. Okay. What does that mean? Computer from core vitals metrics over the last 28-day collection period. Largest contentful paint is yellow. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Oh no, their performance is a 66. What was mine at? Oh, so let's go back to the cool guy, the cool moon as well. This is one way to do a competitive analysis. This URL. Okay, so it takes a while to diagnose. Whoa, okay. Glitchy glitch. Okay. 96% accessibility. Yay, I'm happy on that. As someone that wants to deal with accessibility stuff, I'm not happy about best practices being at 81, but this is kind of a scorecard to keep myself up to date. Theirs is a 59. You know, I'm not happy with my score, but I'm glad to see more realistic. Oh, I'm up by 1%. Best practices, they do better than I do, which that's good to see. SEO is at 100. Wow, I have a little bit to learn. I'm at 8% lower. That's good though. Okay, now I have someone to sort of compare to. And this is a good thing about doing a competitive analysis, which this is an example of one. Just take your website, pop their website in, see what yours is doing well, see what could be better, see what someone else is doing well, so that you can also do better based off that. Why does theirs say core website vital assessment? Mine does not have it. Discover what your real. Oh, I have no data. Mine is not old enough. So I didn't start this until November, and there's not enough data. That's why that box is missing. That makes more sense. And then in regards to the desktop website, average is 89. Mine is 90. Okay. This does. I'm. This is where I know they say comparison is the thief of joy. However, when I'm comparing and mine is doing better than what I thought it was, this is putting my mind at ease a little bit as well. Because the other ones I wanted to compare in regards to websites, and then we'll wrap up for tonight because I know it's 9:30. I wanted to do Ferrari versus Lamborghini because why not? Well, if I can find their URLs, there they are. And that'll be it. I feel like I'm ending tonight though on a high note. So let's run Ferrari. Or that's Lamborghini. Ooh. Please note I am not a race car driver, nor do I know very much about cars. Um well, when I just did Lamborghini. Okay, and then Ferrari. And I think to be fair, I probably need to update which one that was. However, I'm not worried about fairness for them. Oh, core website assessment fails. Both of them fail the mobile, which makes sense. There's a lot of moving parts in videos. overall performance on both is a 50. Well, for which one am I? For Lambo, this is a 56% performance. Okay. 84. I knew it wasn't going to be green for accessibility. Just obviously, I know some of that stuff. Best practices. I think mine was 60 and there's a 77. Okay. 85 for SEO. Oh. Oh, something went wrong when they tried to do desktop performance. 26. Oh. Ooh. Okay. 90 for accessibility. They're very accessible. What's bringing them down? This is also mobile though. Best practices is 73. Okay. 92% SEO. Desktop. Why did it say it was so low? Huh. Oh, time blocking and speed index. Okay. That adds up. That makes sense. They were not able to render information outside of that. So, okay. At the end of the day, we've wrapped up and recap the week. We've had our reflection time. I'm going to go ahead and also put this reflection into Otter so it can help me make sure that we're all together. And I will see you all tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST. Again, stay safe with this crazy weather and have a good weekend. Bye bye till tomorrow.